Okay, so I don't normally do lives this early. It is now 6:28 in the morning. It's almost 6:30 in the morning. About 15 minutes ago or something like that, I was asleep and I was dreaming. I was kind of in between dreaming and waking. When all of a sudden I feel pressure from here and I hear this loud pop in my head. Now, it could have been a part of the brain that was damaged. But what it feels like to me is that I was attacked here by directed energy weaponry or EMF or even, acoustic. It could have been attacked right here. That's where it is. I was attacked right here. And what could have happened was that there could have been so much, it's most likely an EMF because there could have been so much concentration on that part of the brain that the brain fluid just popped on top of that part of the brain right there. So it could be from my actual brain, or it could be the brain fluid surrounding it, because what happens when you get bombarded with EMF or bombarded with directed energy weapons, especially on the brain, is that you tend to have dehydration on the brain fluid. It could have actually been on the brain that there was a pop, because I'm still feeling pressure from here. But yeah, they're really coming after my head during my sleep. They're really coming after my head. And I'm just wondering how much time I have before I reveal everything that I know, before things start to get worse with my memory and with my coordination and with my reflexes. Like, before things get worse, I'm wondering how much time I actually have to let you guys know what's going on. I'm not talking about dying, I'm talking about losing my faculties, because clearly that's what they want. They want me to lose my faculties whilst I'm here on my own, so that they can gain more control over the situation. Just to clarify, when I say they, I mean MI5. MI5 want to maintain control of the situation because they know isolation is my strength. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to make sure I'm isolated and sick. Do you understand what I mean? And that's what they're trying to do. So, I have no doubt that, they've caused me some kind of brain damage this morning. My head still hurts. The top part of my brain still hurts. But it's one of those pains where I don't know if it's pain as a result of what they've done, or if it's pain because of what they're continuing to do with the electromagnetic frequency weapons. So it's difficult to tell at this point, but it is concerning. First, I had the electroshock on, I think it was Saturday morning. First, I had the electroshock to deal with, and now I've got like something popping right here. My head still hurts. It's not really, really bad. It's not like a terrible pain. Trust me, if they were really fucking hammering me with the pain, you guys would know. Like, it's not the type of pain that's like, It's like, it's very, very, very subtle. Do you understand what I'm saying? But it is concerning how they're continuously coming after the brain. MI5 did hint that they wanted to cause me dementia. They did hint at that. And they know how they hinted at it. I don't have to say it. They've hinted that they wanted to cause me dementia. They've hinted that they wanted to cause me brain damage so that I wouldn't remember anything, or so, okay, fine. They did the same to my mother with her brain, but she doesn't have dementia like that because she's still very sharp and she's still very aware of her surroundings, but her speech is actually affected and she can't walk. She can't walk. She can barely talk and she can't walk, but she's still aware of what's going on. She's still aware of everything. So it's weird because, like, after all of that, after all the attack on her nervous system and on her brain, she's still able to ascertain exactly what's going on around her. So my mum doesn't have dementia in spite of their efforts. But yeah, they're definitely trying to cause significant brain damage with me and trying to see if they can get rid of any emotional impulse within me as well. Because when I took those shocks to the brain on Saturday or Sunday morning, when I took those shocks to the brain, I wasn't just numb physically. I'm also still quite numb emotionally, even though I felt scared, I felt happy, I felt this, that, and the third, but just on a duller sort of level. When you get electroshock to the brain, it also affects your emotions. It numbs your emotions because it numbs your nervous system. So I feel like what brought all this on, it wasn't just me about to expose MI5, right? It wasn't just that. It was also me wanting to talk about Suzanne Summers and me wanting to talk about, do I say it? It was me wanting to talk about Suzanne Summers, and it was also me wanting to talk about ITV. Yeah, so I feel like that information is what brought all of this on. Do you understand what I mean? And I'm still waiting for the right time. But that's neither here nor there. The thing about it is that I think they, wanted me to not reveal certain information about them that could be damaging to them. But then I've already revealed so much about them that's damaging to them. So that's the first thing, right? The second thing is, I don't think they want me to appeal to get that information that they offered me. So they offered me copies of correspondence over the last 10 years. They offered me copies. And now they're suddenly, not answering when I'm emailing them. They're not answering me. So I think they want to prevent me trying to appeal. They want to prevent me talking about Suzanne Summers and ITV. And they also want to prevent me from doing readings. Although, listen, I love my readings, I do. But I feel like under the circumstances, the fact that they're trying to cause significant brain damage to completely affect my life is a little bit more important than flipping cards right now. I'm sorry, but it's the truth, right? So I feel like there's certain information that they don't want me to put out there. I'm not entirely sure why, because I've already put information out there. It's not like I haven't put out a shitload of information. And it's not like I'm not going to put out a shitload of information again, because the truth is, gang stalking is lifelong. And if it's lifelong, they could get rid of all my fucking evidence tomorrow, and they will give me just as much evidence of their wrongdoing to show to you guys, if not more. Because that's how corrupt this system is. They want you to know that they're doing this to you. They want you to know that. So they're not going to leave you. They're never going to leave you without evidence. They're never going to leave you without evidence, ever. They're never going to leave you without evidence. The most these people will do is not look at it. But then you will be looking at it. And that's exactly what the perpetrators don't want. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I heard the loud pop in my head today. I've still got pain here. But again, it's not, this pain right here. It's not really, really bad, like I said before. Because if it was really, really bad, again, you guys would know. You would know. Trust me. But yeah, they're definitely trying to give me some form of brain damage. And I want to thank fellow TIs for keeping up with this and for showing concern and what have you. Yeah, thank you for that. But it looks like I'm going to have to just think about what, where my priorities are at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So, I've got to go, my fellow TIs. Once again, let me know how you guys are doing. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.